My channel, or if you're new, welcome to my channel. I'm JaMya. In today's video, I'm just showing you guys how I do my brows two different ways. Recently, I got this Morphe brow kit as a gift. It has all of the brow essentials that you need. This video is beginner friendly for all you beginners out there, or if you guys already know how to do your brows and you just want to watch this video, hey girl, I'm here for you. If you guys want to see how I do my brows both with a brow pencil and a brow cream, then make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel first. Follow me on Instagram so you see all the behind the scenes, all the extra stuff. Follow me on there at JaMya Najai. And yeah, let's just go ahead and hop right into this video. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I do my brows. I got this 5-piece brow kit from Morphe. And I got this as a gift. So it has all the 5 must-haves that you will need for your brows. It has a brow pencil, a brow cream, a setting gel, a highlighter stick, and a spoolie slash liner brush. This is from Morphe, like I said before. And yes, I'm just going to show you guys 2 different ways how I do my brow. I personally feel like this is the easiest, but it is the Morphe brow pencil. Brow pencils are how I actually started off by doing my brows. I just feel like it's a whole lot easier than just using a brow cream. So I'm just gonna be coming like up close to you guys so you guys can actually see, and then I'm gonna come back and just talk to you guys like this. So first, you just want to start off by brushing out your brows, and this basically just helps find your shape within your brows. So now time to fill in my brow. I just like to create a line at the bottom just to start off with the shape of my brow. And I basically just follow through with this line all the way to the end of my tail. Then I just go upward and create a line upward where the top of my brow is, and just meet my tail at the end. And now I'm just basically filling in the rest of my brow. You don't want to do it too harsh because you don't want your brows to look too dark, but you just want to do it lightly and then just kind of build your way up. Now that I'm done filling in my brows, I just like to go where my brow begins and just create a few lines at the top. This just helps with like defining my brow. I don't know why I always do this, but it just really looks good. Now I'm just brushing out my brow with the spoolie side, and this just helps with blending out my brow just to make sure I don't have any harsh lines and just to help my brow look more natural. Now I just filled in this brow with the Morphe brow pencil. You can use whatever brow pencil you want. This is the before and this is the after with me filling in the brow. So I'm just going to quickly fill in this brow. So now I'm just doing the same thing like I did on the other brow, and I'm just creating my line at the bottom. Then I'm just going to go ahead and go on the top and create my line at the top and just meet the bottom of my brow. And then I'm just going to fill in as I go. Another tip for you guys when doing your brow, especially if you had darker hairs like mine, you always want to go for a shade that's dark brown, or for instance in Morphe it is called Java. You don't really want to go for black because black will make your brows look hella dark, and you really don't want that. But now I'm just blending out my brows using my spoolie just to make sure my brows look really smooth and natural. Alright guys, so now I am back. This is what my brows are looking like before I cleaned them up. So normally I like to use a concealer that is closer to my shade, especially when I'm just going out with my brows. Right now I'm just using the Maybelline concealer in 30 Cafe. If I want a little extra highlight and a little extra glow at the bottom of my brows, I like to use the Morphe Oh Brow Baby highlighter stick. These 2 are what I'm going to use to clean up my brows today. So going in at the bottom of my brow, I'm just creating the line just to fix any mistakes that I've made or anything, and this basically just helps brighten my brow bone and just clean up my mistakes. Now I'm just blending this highlighter stick in at the bottom just so I don't have any harsh lines or anything. Now going over it with the Maybelline concealer, and this is in the shade 30 Cafe. This is my actual shade in the concealer, and I honestly just go right over the other concealer because it just helps my brow look like my skin. I don't know, I just like that effect from the concealer, but I'm just making sure I line it up the same exact way. Now I'm just going to blend it out with the same blending brush and just making sure that it doesn't look too harsh and it just looks skin-like. Another trick I've been doing for like years, ever since I started like actually doing my makeup, I've been using a baby wipe just to just to clean off the top of my brow. And I normally don't even like to wear concealer at the top. I just don't like how it looks like carving out my entire brow. But I just don't really like that look, so I just take a little makeup wipe and I just carve out the front, and it basically just does the same thing as it would with a concealer. This is the before and this is the after of me cleaning out my brow. So now I'm just doing the same exact thing with the other brow, and I'm just putting the highlighter pencil right at the bottom of my brow, and then I'm just going to start blending that in. Now going over it with the Maybelline concealer, doing the same exact thing like I did on the other side, and I'm just going to blend that out with the brush. Now I'm just going to go over it with the makeup wipe, and I'm just going to carve out the top of my brow. So last but not least, when doing my brows, I always like to use a brow gel, and this is of course the Morphe translucent brow setting gel. Just helps your brows stay in place. So for the brow gel, it has a flat side and then it has a bristle side. I like to use the flat side first just to apply the brow gel on my brows, and then I like to go over it with the bristle side, and this just helps define my brows really nice and just evenly distribute the gel throughout my brows. So this is the after and this is the before with me using the brow gel. If you guys can tell, the before looks less defined than the after, and now I'm just doing the same thing on the other brow, using the flat side first and then going over it with the bristle part. So this is what my brows are looking like with just using the brow pencil. I honestly like using my brow pencil a lot because it's just what I started off with. And my brows are looking really nice and really defined. So this is what my brow looks like with the brow pencil. Now just moving on to the second part, which is the brow cream. And I'm just going to wipe off these brows and then head over to the second portion of this video. So now we're just going to go in with the Morphe brow cream. Alright, so on to the brow cream portion. You always want to start off by brushing out your brows just to keep them in place and see how you like to shape out your brows. I just take my angled eyebrow brush and I just like to grab a little bit of product out of the container. Alright, so starting off with the brow cream, I'm just finding my line at the bottom all the way to the tail of my brow, just like with the brow pencil. But as you guys can tell, the brow cream are much lighter than the brow pencil, so you just have to kind of build your way up with this brow cream. And I'm just kind of filling in the bottom first, and then I'm finding my way up. So now that I'm done filling out the bottom of my brow, I'm just going over the top, and I'm just making sure my top is just filled in really nicely. And like I said before, you still have to just build up on the brow cream because it is a more lighter product. And now I'm just creating my lines in the front of my brow just to have the more defined look on my brows. So on to the most important thing when using a brow cream, you want to brush out your brows once again, just to make sure your brow doesn't look too harsh. And sometimes you can have those little particles from the brow cream on your brow, and you just make sure those are gone. So now I'm just going to go ahead and fill in this brow, but this is the before and the after of me filling in my brow. So now I'm just doing the same thing on the other brow, just creating my line at the bottom and then just working my way up basically. And like I said before, the brow cream shows up really soft on your brows, so you just want to kind of build it up as you go. Just make sure you use a little bit of product at a time. You don't want to use too much because you don't want the brow cream to just be stuck on your brows. Now once you're done filling in your brows, you just want to brush them out just to make sure the product is distributed evenly and just so they look really smooth, nice, and natural. Alright, so now I'm just going to clean up my brows the same exact way I did with the brow pencil, using the same exact products. So I usually clean out my brows the same way like I would if I'm using the brow pencil. And I'm just taking the highlighter stick and putting that right on the bottom of my brow just to clean up my mistakes. And now I'm just going to blend that out with the Real Technique brush. So now I'm just going to go over the highlighter stick with the Maybelline concealer just like last time, and I'm just going to go right on top of the first concealer that I used, and I'm just basically going to blend that out with the Real Technique brush as well. So now I'm just going to take the makeup wipe and I'm just going to carve out the top of my brow just to clean that up. So this is what my brow looks like before cleaning it up, and here's the after. So I'm just going to go ahead and clean up this brow.
Ryan Little.
Alright, so last but not least, I'm using the Morphe brow gel. Alright, so this is the completed look with my brows using the brow cream, and honestly I like both, but I just feel like the brow cream would be more time consuming, especially for those of you who are just starting out with makeup and knowing how to do your brows. I would start with the brow pencil first. It was just easier for me to just learn and just get the hang of doing my brows. If you guys like both ways on how I did my brows, make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below which is your favorite, a brow cream or a brow pencil. Mine is the brow pencil, but honestly I've been using the brow cream like crazy, so I guess the brow cream is like one of my new favorites. If you guys stayed this far and you have not subscribed already, please be sure you are subscribed to my channel. Thank you guys so much for all your love and support, and thank you guys most importantly for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.